Hello everybody, welcome back to the Within Japan YouTube channel. The live stream is about to start, so make yourself comfortable. But before it does start, got to tell you here on the channel, we're not sponsored by anybody. However, when we are traveling this beautiful country, there is only one telco that we trust. There's only one telco that provides you an unlimited great service, and that of course is Secura Mobile. All of our live streams that you see on this channel are done via Secura Mobile. Now, if you are coming to Japan, you will need a SIM card or a portable Wi-Fi device. So why not help a small insignificant YouTuber out by clicking on our affiliated link listed in the description below. It costs you no more, but you know you will be helping out the channel big time. Also, throughout the course of this stream, if you do want to buy me a coffee, we have a PayPal link listed in the description below. 50 cents or $1. It really does help a small insignificant YouTuber compete with all the other big YouTubers out there. Anyway, that's enough of me. It is time for the live stream, so sit back and enjoy today's broadcast.
It's just gonna take too long, right?
No, I've done the whole country in 14 days. Yeah.
I heard some people taking the overnight bus.
No, not the overnight. No, don't go the overnight bus. Do you mind if you're on camera?
Yeah.
Is that okay? It says I've got people here now. To a gentleman here that's on holidays at the moment. Yeah, never. What's your first name?
My name is Ben.
Ben, I'm Mark. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Mark.
The overnight buses are crap.
It's a crap.
But the sleeper trains are luxurious. And they're included in, you know the JR pass?
Yeah, I heard of that.
You heard of that? With your JR pass, you get them for free. So when you have a sleeper train, you don't need to pay for accommodation. Had the best shower in the world is on the sleeper train. It's great. But you get to go like all over the country. He's only doing the tourist thing that I keep telling everybody not to do. Tokyo, Osaka. Oh my God! But you're having a good time anyway.
Sorry?
You're having a good time?
Yeah, I'm definitely having a good time here.
The heat is so bad.
The only thing I hate is the heat.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
This is the hottest I've ever experienced.
And the bad thing is while you sweat, you just stay on your skate.
Yeah. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So you should climb Mount Fuji. Yeah, you should climb Mount Fuji.
I didn't plan for this.
Yeah, no, you have to come back and do it.
Yeah,
I did it.
Definitely come back. Yeah.
I climbed it this trip. Shit, never do it. It's very painful. Hello everybody. How are you all? We've got Dylan coming down to join us sometime soon, and
you have got like so many comments coming in.
Yeah, and I haven't read any of them yet. I'm ignoring these people.
Are actually watching right now?
I don't know. It doesn't tell me. See,
YouTube streaming doesn't even tell. Like,
YouTube streaming tells you, but the quality is really bad. So I use a third-party app, which then gives you better quality. But because of it, you never know how many people are watching. I think most of these people are my mother, my mother's mother, my mother's mother. I think it's our family. I don't know. But anyway, it was lovely meeting you. Anyway, great meeting you. I might see you in Tokyo.
Okay.
I'll be in Tokyo. See you later. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Osaka. Hopefully, we'll have a image coming through tonight. Welcome. I'll tell you about what's going on here. Somebody would have murdered there before for sure. Bob is here. Oh my God, it's all happening. Not busy. Mox is here. Mark has a new friend. One and only. Tourist company. Bob is here. Right, I've caught up with you all. What a sight. Now, I don't normally come to Osaka. Osaka generally is not for me because it's full of tourists, so that's why we show you everything else apart from Osaka. But I thought, as we're doing the whole country in 14 days, if I didn't show you Osaka just for one night, then it would be a bad thing. And mainly because when you fly into Japan, you're going to be flying into, well, one of two places, I think, either Tokyo or Osaka. So it's okay for the starting point or the ending point to have a night, but then bugger off out of here. We're going to walk down the river anyway, show you about it, have coverage. Now, I did have a real bad experience with a hotel today. Worst experience I've ever had in Japan with a hotel, and I'll tell you about it. But again, it's because it's Osaka, it's because it's a tourist area, it's because things operate very differently here. It was so bad, I actually read them the riot act and said shame on you and yada and just left. I didn't get a refund from them, but it was ever so bad. It was a business hotel, and normally they're kind of okay, but yeah, not very good. However, the hotel I moved to, which is literally just behind me here, right in the tourist area, it is the best hotel I have ever stayed at in my whole entire life. It is extraordinary for the price, and I will film it tomorrow to show you it all. So if you do come to Osaka, check out the hotel when I upload it. It was $70 for the night, and I've got an apartment. It is, that's it, the photos were completely different. But just like the hotel I'm in now, the hotel photos look like I have a tiny little piddly room. I have a whole friggin' apartment. It's sensational. The staff are ever so friendly, and there are so many amenities in the hotel. It is extraordinarily good. As we say hello to all the tourists on the boat, if anyone will wave to us. I don't know if anyone wave, hello, say hi, good, yes, excellent. Good, hello. As they go down the river here. So, you know, Osaka, I mean, does it have its place? Look, I don't know. I class it as a Hollywood film set. It's very westernized. There's a lot of graffiti and rubbish in Osaka. It is literally just designed for tourists, but I don't understand why you'd want to fly all the way here just to experience what you experience at home, and with chaos. Again, if we go like a block over that way, there's no tourists. All the tourists are on this street and the next street across and the next street after that, and that is it. What was the rate of hotel Alcatraz? Oh, the hotel Alcatraz needs to be friggin' burnt down. It needs to be, like, I was so angry. Here's a good word for you. I was ropeable. And I gave them a really good lecture because they deserved a really good lecture. It was beyond hell. So the worst experience I've ever had in Japan, I have never, ever been in a dirty property in Japan, ever. This was beyond dirty. But as I say, the new hotel that I'm in now is exceptional. Osaka is extremely overrated. It has nothing to do with Japan. It really doesn't. And I know there's Japanese people working in the shops. They got the lanterns up here, which is, you don't really see many places around Japan, maybe at some shrines. But it is just, it's a Hollywood film set. It is no more. As I say, you go a block over. You go a block over and there's none of these lights or anything. Hello! There's none of these lights or colour or excitement. But this is a stereotypical image. This is what everybody thinks Japan is. And you wait till we get down the next street if we have internet coverage. Your tour in Osaka. Mark is using a green screen. That I am. And to prove the fact that I'm using a green screen, if I turn off the graphic for the moment, and if I turn there's my lounge room wall, which you've seen many times before, the green screen. So yes, that's where we are. We're in my lounge room, and everything you are watching is all green screen, all effects. But we've been able to do the CGI effect thanks to Secura Mobile. And if you are coming to Japan, you will need a SIM card or a portable Wi-Fi device, and we recommend... We'll get back to the video very soon, but before we get back to it, I've got to tell you, if you come to Japan, you're going to need one of two things. Either a SIM card or a mobile Wi-Fi device. And although we are not sponsored by them, we highly recommend Secura Mobile. And we recommend them because they're a Japanese-owned and operated company with their own infrastructure, which means you are always going to get high-speed, reliable, unlimited internet no matter where in the country you go. Now, if you would like to help the channel, in the description below there is an affiliated link. If you click on that to purchase your SIM card or hire your Wi-Fi device, it's going to cost you no more than what it would if you went to Secura Mobile's website. The only difference is you'll be giving this channel a couple of bucks, which will allow us to get out and about and show you more of this amazing country. So please do click on them below and share them with all your friends if you know anyone coming to Japan. Anyway, that's enough of me, enough of the plug. Let's get back to the video. The phone says it is overheating already, so hopefully this is going to work. Hopefully we'll sell you as much as we can till the phone dies. Bloody Pixel 6, beautiful flowers. The Ferris wheel I've been on before, and you can see that on the channel. It is on there, and it is terrifying because there it is there. It's not a circle, it's like an oval shape, but it's like 1 billion years of age, and it shake, rattle and rolls, and when you hop in the cab, it turns, the cab turns. Hopefully we'll be able to keep the internet going. If anybody waves, somebody wave, thank you very much, hello! I'm glad somebody waved, excellent. Yes, this phone is causing all sorts of problems, as you know, over the past few days of the trip. Once it does overheat too much, we lose internet coverage, so we will try and keep you going as best as we can. It's not that hot at the moment, it's just the phone has literally started to die. So we look down here, the shopping streets which go in here, this is where it gets cramped and crowded and horrible and disgusting. And down here you got the food streets as well. What we might do is, we might walk around the block, we'll walk to the Running Man, the famous Running Man picture, we'll look at the Ferris wheel, because I'm meeting Dylan. Dylan is joining the green screen later. We're superimposing him in. How is the SIM from Secura Mobile same as a regular SIM card? Yes, it was. In fact, I'd say it was a little bit better, to tell you the truth. However, I am back to the original SIM now. The eSIM you buy usage on. Does that make sense? So like you buy 20 gig, 30 gig, whatever. Whereas the physical SIM is your internet. Flying to Australia now. Excellent. Good. Mad Hatter is here. And of course, if anybody would like to buy me a drink, feel free to do so at the PayPal account. Dylan and I are going for a drink later, so, you know, if you want to buy a drink, that'd be greatly appreciated. Actually, it is pretty quiet for Osaka. Osaka does have touristy stuff going on there, of course it does, but again I say, what tourist stuff in Osaka is there that you can't find everywhere else? So like, for example, if you want to see a castle, you could have looked at the Kobe Castle. You could have gone to Sendai Castle. There's castles everywhere. Shrines, torii gates, food. You know, it's all around Japan. You don't need to do this. Did go to the castle, no, Universal Studios. Are you going to the red light district? Well, all I can say, am I going to the red light district? My bedroom in the hotel, some would say, is the red light district. I'm not putting tabs on myself. Or maybe I am, but you know, I think, you know, I don't know where to go with this conversation. All I'm saying is, you know, like, I don't need to go to the red light district. We are starting to overheat. This phone is shocking. If anybody wants to buy me a new phone, greatly appreciate it. So I can throw this one well and truly in the trash can. It is the evening, and you know, the sun is not out now. It's still warm, but it's no warmer than... Now the sun's gone, it's no warmer than what like an Australian summer night would be. And the Pixel has just let us down, and as this trip goes on and on and on, the phone has failed more and more and more. And yeah, as you know, I hate it. I hate the Pixel more than you can imagine. The Running Man's over there. We've come down a street early, but you can see how it's heaving with tourists as we get further down. It gets worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And I don't know, some people like this, some people like this craziness, this madness. I don't. Let's go down by the river and try to get some wind on the phone to try to cool it down as we head towards the Running Man. And then if the phone hasn't overheated, we'll try go into one of the shopping arcades. So I don't want to like... Oh, there's the Ferris wheel, by the way. The Don Quixote Ferris wheel in the oval shape. And I don't want to... Well, I'm not really bad-mouthing Japan as such, but, you know, they've done clever in making... Sorry, the phone is playing up. We'll try and keep bearing with it at the moment. You know, the other problems with Osaka is it's very hard to get to from the Shinkansen. You got to go on subways and the like, because we're actually in Namba, okay? We're actually in Namba. So, you know, I just find I find their rail system here not as good as Tokyo or the other cities. I find it very expensive. But most of all, as I was saying before the phone interrupted us, and sorry it keeps cutting out, people, there's nothing much I can do about it. But hopefully over the past 14 days, thanks to our green screen, because we've only been green screening this whole 14 days, virtual, not real. No, it is real, of course. Of course it's real. Hopefully we've given you some ideas of other places to go to. This looks like a wing. I was going to say a Wiki Wonka boat, a Willy Wonka boat coming past in a minute. You know, that goes out the Chocolate River. There. That's what it looks like. So hopefully we have given you some ideas of other places. Tomorrow I'm on the sleeper train. Yeah, I need a new home router. Yeah. Oh my God. I haven't had dinner tonight. I need to get something to eat. I had McChucks for breakfast, my General McChucks. Let's get up here to the Running Man while the phone sort of has a little bit of life left in it. And the thing is, the tourists that come here, they don't go see anything else. They just come to this bit of Osaka, like here. And then they go to Kyoto, and they look at the Torii gates, and then they leave Kyoto, so they don't even experience more of Kyoto. And then they go to Tokyo, and they just go into like Shinjuku and that, which is the busiest part as well. And like, they must be so drained after their holiday, especially in this weather, because this weather's so hot, that you know, they haven't taken time out to smell the roses, as they say. Well, where we go. But Dylan's going to change my thoughts of it all tonight. He's going to get me drunk. We're going to party on the green screen. Shinjuku is worse. Exactly. You know, this is I think only third time I've been to Osaka, and every time I've come here, it's been not because I want to come to Osaka. It's been for another reason. You see the problem? You see the problem? I see the problem. This is why you don't come to Osaka, people. The paper's running bad up there. So busy. This is why I don't come to this. This is why I don't come to Osaka. The man next door to us has got a big smile on his face. I reckon he's ready to dance. He's got his big camera out here. I'm ready for him to have a dance in a minute. He's going, yes. Australia. And you? Where are you? Japan. You live here in Osaka?
No, Tokyo.
In Tokyo. Oh, what part of Tokyo?
Next to Haidan Prefecture.
Okay, yeah. I go all over Japan. I know all over Japan. Yeah. So, why are you in Osaka?
What?
Yeah.
Her manager.
Oh, her manager. Yes. There we go. There you go. There we go. We got the brochure here. We'll put it on YouTube. We'll tell everybody around it. There we go. Excellent. We've met the manager. And this is why you don't come to Osaka, people. Look at this. What a friggin' nightmare. As we look back at the famous running man. Get her number. There you go. There's a QR code. Everybody scan the QR code. Isn't that funny? I'm her manager. Oh my goodness. So you can see the problem I have with Osaka compared to the rest of Japan we've been in. It is like you can't relax in this. And with the hot weather as well, I mean, imagine pushing and shoving and going through all this with the hot bloody weather. You know, marketing, great. Japan's not very good normally at marketing. But they've certainly got Osaka right. But see, it's so packed because it's in such a small area. We might lose signal. If we do, I'll turn around and come back out again, but I want you to experience the shopping malls in here. And I don't think anybody's bought me a drink today. I don't think. Please, somebody, why not buy me a drink in the PayPal, because I'm putting up with this crowd. She could tour Australia. She could become my wife so I could become a Japanese citizen. And I will call her Kanai. That's what I'll do. Kanai. To tell you the truth, she's just a street performer in Melbourne, singing to the green screen. Okay, so if we lose signal, I'll turn around and come out and we'll show you down here, okay? I am meeting Dylan as well, so I've got to sort of like hang around this area. We're meeting near the wheel, but I want to show you how uncomfortable it is when you're here. Super Pups, thank you. You bought me dinner a few times now, Super Pups. Thank you very much, very kind. Very kind of you. Hopefully the phone will survive. It is giving me so many warnings of heat. As what do we got over here? Ah, no cameras, no cameras. You're in a tourist area and it says no camera, which is kind of weird about Japan as well. Outside of the tourist areas, they don't mind you got cameras. In tourist areas, they just don't like you with cameras. Hey, Effie! Someone's wife is Kanai. Yes, that's why I said it. There is a story with that one. There is a story about good old Kanai and JD. You're on my way. Okay, I will go around the block, Dylan. I'll walk down the food strip and then I'll curve round to the Ferris wheel. Dylan, Johnny is on green screen very soon. To be fair, it's not as packed as what it usually is. Maybe a lot of tourists are just dying with the heat. But normally it is a absolute nightmare down here. Tell a story, please. There's not really much of a story to tell. Everyone on this channel knows the story already. I got an issue with JD because JD did a fake Kickstarter program where hundreds and hundreds of people gave to a firework display that he said he was putting on. But he didn't put it on. The prefecture paid for it. John Dobb only paid $250 American to get his logo on the flyer as such. So he ripped people off thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. John Dobb, a lot of people don't realise this on the channel, they do, but John Dobb is not a citizen or a resident of Japan, in case you never knew. He can't be. He's a divorcee and he's gone through a few Japanese wives before, and he has to pop over to South Korea every now and again and come back again to keep his visa type going. He's just a charlatan that does business arrangements. Good luck to him. He makes some money, but you know, I like to call out scammers. And we had somebody on the channel that was JD's moderator, Peso, and you know, Peso we even got Peso to confront JD about the money, and JD refuses to do the right thing. Unfortunately, his channel is very big and ours is very small, and if anybody tries to ask him any questions about it, he bans them. JD used to have a main moderator. I've forgotten what the moderator was called, and he ended up, the moderator ended up leaving once he found John Dobb had stolen all this money, and that's when Peso took over. I can't think what the moderator's name was, but anyway, that's basically the story. So yes, Kanai is just his way to stay in Japan for a small period of time. There's a business. Well, this is awfully nice. I don't think we can come in here with cameras, but all the different bags going on each side there. That looks very nice. No, yeah, that's it, Nosh. Yeah. Yeah, that's it, Nosh. Yeah. So Peso was called up by John at 2 o'clock in the morning in Australia. Peso doesn't get paid. John Dobb doesn't pay anybody, and I said to Peso, you should say to John Dobb he should give you 10% of all the super chats, or you know, all the money for the work you do. He rang up Peso, and Peso works full time. He rang up Peso at 2 o'clock in the morning and made Peso set up all his pages and security and everything. While he slept, John slept, and Peso had to set it all up. Never gave him a cent for it all. I mean, the guy's just, as far as I'm concerned, the guy is just, yeah. Now, you might think that my camera is flipped the wrong way round, but it's not. That sign is, for some reason, written badly. Not written badly, written backwardly. Let's go around the block. But, you know, good luck to him, is what I say. I can't do nothing about it. Let's go down here, and then we'll curve around, and we'll go down to the food street. Then we'll curve around the food street and catch up with Dylan. Dylan and I are going for a beverage. Haven't met Dylan before. He's been very supportive of us on the channel. Nosh ban. A lot of people get banned from John's channel. Peso was showing us how many people get banned from John's channel, and the conversation John has with his moderators in the private room on Discord. And yeah, it's really funny. They even mentioned me because Peso said to me, join the Discord because your comments aren't going through on YouTube on the live streams because he's blocked you. Join the Discord and bring up about the fireworks on the Discord. So I joined the Discord, and John called a meeting with his mods and said, is this guy giving us any money? And they said no, and he said, oh, well, don't let him comment. If he gives money on the channel, then, you know, he can comment and we can, you know, mod it and all this sort of stuff. But yeah, he's all about money, this guy. This is why he does a lot of clickbait stuff, because it's all about money. That's why he left the Rahu, you know, that company he was with. He demanded money off them, and they just basically told him to get stuff. So yeah, greed is a horrible thing, really. Greed and ego is a horrible thing. But when you steal over 50,000, I've forgotten how much it was. I think it was over 50,000. I think it was even more than that. American dollars for a fake firework display. The firework display did go ahead, but it was paid for by the prefecture. You know, then, as far as I'm concerned, it's a criminal offence. It's fraud. You know, when you deceive people illegally to take money from them. The ego takes over, yeah. Do know through Peso, though, that thanks to the contribution of everybody that gave to the Kickstarter, he did manage to buy a very expensive 8K camera out of the money. So, you know, I hope his content is very good for you. The other scam, of course, I don't know why we're talking about him. We're in Osaka, but I don't have much to say about Osaka. It's been a long 14 days. The other thing, the other scam he has going on every year, which we all laugh about on this channel, is his iPhone scam. Every year, the postal service loses his iPhone. Yeah, you know, in Japan, the most reliable, trusted postal system, and for 2 years now, or 3 years in a row, they've lost his iPhone, and he said that so everybody gives him money to get a new iPhone. So yeah, what do you do? What do you do? Can't do much about it. The only reason why I mention it is I just hope the people that gave to the Kickstarter are not silly enough to not ask for the money back. You know, and if they doubt me, this is a point. We did prove it a lot. We had documentation a long time ago on the channel. We've done all this, but it was a long time ago. That's how we knew about the advert and everything that he paid. But even if the people that gave to the Kickstarter doubt what I'm saying, all they have to do is ask John Dobb for the receipts. Ask him for the receipts, because we got Peso to ask him for the receipts as well. And John was not a happy chappy about it, because he's got no receipts, and he, you know, he's, you know, money off people. If you're asking people for money, you know, say what it's for. I mean, I ask money for drinks and bits and pieces. You know, I've tried to do Kickstarters or fundraisers before where the money has basically gone to me. They never took off. They were unsuccessful. But, you know, we were going to do a thing like Time Machine, which was an idea, a concept for a video series. You know, he could be honest about it. He could say, look, I'm showing you Japan. I've got a dial a bride and a son, and I want to earn money. And give me money. Do you know what I mean? There's no reason to be dodgy. So this is the main street of food. We're going to curve around, have a look for Dylan. Never seen it from the back. There you go. See, you've seen it from the back. I like to go down the back streets away from the tourist street to show you. And I say it all the time, even if you're in Shinjuku or Akihabara or anything where there's all the tourists, if you just go one street across, there's nobody. All the tourists are like sheep and they all hang in the same area and follow one another. Just go a street across, and then when you want to come back to the action or see something, just curve back. That is a massive, pretty cool little logo there. Don Quixote open 24 hours, has everything you need in an unsorted order. Does that make sense? If you've been in Don Quixote, you know what I mean. As the phone gets hot, sorry everybody, it is really struggling now, the phone. You know the troubles we've been having, but I'm on the bridge now with a bit of wind for a sec. I have to keep moving to try and get the wind on the phone. I am so sorry. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe, click on the notification. We've been showing you Japan over the past 14 days. I've been recording it as well to show you a little bit later, so it's not just going to be these live streams. The phone is extremely overheating, so please do consider buying me a drink. I'm now going to go on.
Live stream.
Yes, mate. As I was saying, the live stream has been working okay. She is a dead. Sorry, we're going to end the stream now because it is playing up. I will record this on video and show you, but do look at the playlist. The playlist is pretty good. Please consider buying me a drink. Stuffed with budget now that I've had to pay for another hotel. We're going before the signal drops out. Have a good night, everybody. See you again soon.
Traveling around, taking center stage, having the time of my life and lying about my age. So jump on board, I'm all abroad.
Have a good night, everybody.